Moon in Capricorn. Self-reliant, but sad. It's normal for any Capricorn to be independent, whether you're a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto. But can a Capricorn, especially a Moon in Capricorn, be independent to a fault? Let's talk about it. By the way, if you're a first time watcher, I am Lamar Townsend. I am a Capricorn Sun, alright, Libra Moon, but still a Capricorn. And I would love it if you would check out my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, where you can purchase your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading from me, or your own birth chart reading from me. All of the information is listed on my website, as well as some personal readings you can read and watch from clients who have gotten readings from me numerous times. You can purchase your reading directly from my website. You do not need a PayPal. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend and like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official. Moon in Capricorn. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video if you enjoy it or if it resonates. Moon in Capricorn. Can a moon in Capricorn be self-reliant to a fault? It depends. If a moon in Capricorn, and this goes kind of for any Capricorn, if a moon in Capricorn is in dire need, and at rock bottom maybe even, and just needs help, whether it be financially, someplace to stay, what have you, a moon in Capricorn will not hesitate to reach out, and depend on someone, to provide for them temporarily in some way. And of course, a moon in Capricorn will typically always pay that person back, especially if their goal is to get on their feet and to, get themselves, back up, or just up in general, But I think one thing that our moon in Capricorn struggles with, and maybe just, once again, this is something that Capricorns struggle with, is depending on people, trusting on people, A Capricorn generally doesn't really like to depend on people unless they absolutely need to. And a moon in Capricorn, because we have to understand that the moon sign, the moon placement in our birth chart relates to our inner selves. And, our inner selves usually relates to our inner child. So, the moon sign is usually related to the child, the inner child. The sun sign is related to the adult. So, during our childhood years, we are more so in tune with our moon sign than our sun sign. As we grow older, I think we grow older into those sun sign qualities. One thing I find typically that Capricorns struggle with is kind of maybe relationships with their parents, Some Capricorns have, normal relationships with their parents, meaning that, they had the mom, the biological mom and father in the household. It was a normal household. Maybe they had siblings, pets, what so have you. But one thing I notice with Capricorns is that there's like relationships with the parents may be like devoid of love, or maybe the relationships between the parents may be devoid of love, which causes the relationships between the parents and the children to be devoid of love. Like, Capricorns can sometimes grow up in homes and surroundings and environments that can sometimes be devoid of love. Be devoid of love and compassion and understanding and patience, which is what a Capricorn, especially a Moon and Capricorn child, needs. A Moon and Capricorn child, in their childhood needs compassion and understanding and love and caring and attentiveness, which is something Capricorns all too often may fail to get or fail to get enough of in their childhood. So, because of this, because Capricorns are let down so many times by people that, especially Moon and Capricorns, because, Moon and Capricorns, especially because, once again, that moon sign, that's our inner child. So, as we get older, we want to preserve more and more that inner child. But the thing with the Moon and Capricorns is that, part of that inner child is it's a little bit wounded. It's a little bit hurt. It's a little bit fragile. So, there's part of that inner child that needs to be healed. There's some things with family, maybe, relationships, parents that need to be reconciled. Um, and maybe if you are lucky, blessed enough to have your parents are still living, and maybe you didn't have the most loving, you know, best, most affectionate relationship with them growing up, try and, forge that with them now, because there is something to be said for, saying I love you or hearing I love you from someone. I love you, you're beautiful, you're worthy, you are capable. Like, all of those things are very important, especially as a child. And unfortunately, that's sometimes something Capricorn Moon children don't hear enough of. Capricorn children in general, but Capricorn Moon children, especially. So I think as a moon in Capricorn, man or woman grows older, they grow thicker skin, they grow tougher skin, they become more self-reliant and independent. Almost to the point of, I don't need other people, I can just do me and be me, and all I need is me. The problem with that is that we quickly learn that we can't do this thing called life with only ourselves. It takes a village to raise a child, but it also takes a village to create a life and to continue a life and, make it through life. Like, you need your own kind of a group of people or circle around you that keep you sane, right? We can't do this all alone, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's one thing Moon and Capricorns may struggle with is, the sense that I don't need anyone, but I do, you know? And I think it's okay to depend on people. I think it's okay to be dependent, not saying totally be dependent, That's not smart, and I think that, Moon and Capricorn, but I think it's okay to be vulnerable. I think it's okay to trust other people. I think it's okay to put your trust in other people. Once you've, of course, have vetted them out and have, deemed them worthy and capable of, being in your presence, of course. But even past that point, sometimes when in Capricorn, even with people who have known you for years, you can still sometimes struggle with, you know, putting your full trust in them, trusting them, with your heart, with your secrets, and depending on them even, like you just. But that's what friends do, and that's literally what I'm hearing in my head. That's what friends do, 'cause that's what friends do. I think that was a SpongeBob episode, and yeah, that literally just came to my head. I wonder if SpongeBob would be a Scorpio. I should do a video on SpongeBob. Anyways, I'm rambling and having a moment right now. Moon in Capricorn. Alright? But the moral of this story is that it's totally okay to be vulnerable. It's totally okay to depend on people every now and then. You are not alone. It's okay. You can't do this thing called life solely by yourself, you know. There will need to be people, you know, along the way helping you, guiding you, you know, pulling you up. And that's okay, you know. Alright? I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official. And contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading, Moon in Capricorn. Moon in Capricorn. It's okay. We've got this. You don't have to do it alone. Thank you for listening and watching.